Do you know who Peter Thiel is?
Peter Thiel, yeah. He's a billionaire that owns Palantir.
I got invited to a Peter Thiel party. You think that's going to be a Diddy party? Probably.
Whew. Billionaires, we get a little creepy.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't want to get diddied.
Hey, anybody that's working a lot after they make like $100 million has some mental issues.
Well,
you want to run around?
Psychopaths.
I mean, anyone who makes a lot of money like that, $100 million, has something wrong with them.
Yeah.
So right there, he admitted it. Hey, do you know who this guy is? Do you know who Peter Thiel is? It's also kind of gay. Looks maxing is kind of gay, and so is Thiel. Yeah, I know. Peter Thiel probably loves this shit. Oh yeah, big muscles. Yeah, I love the. No, he'd be like, the looks maxing gooner maxers are actually the future. Remember Mr. Beast saying Clav was the best up and coming streamer before all this drama? I did not see that. You see how this like landscape of the internet where everything is being recorded and you get little tidbits of things. If you're just watching this guy, it's like you're just totally ignorant of what's going on behind the scenes. But then they say little things here and there, and then people make connections and they say, and it's just like, oh wow, there's a whole network here. Background of funding and people pushing messages and pushing ideas into the sphere, into the online sphere. And it's just like, whoa, he came out of nowhere too. Absolutely. He came out of nowhere. It's just like, here's Clavicular. And who did I see? I saw him first and foremost with Mr. Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes started doing things with him on TikTok. And I was like, who the fuck is this loser? Clavicular. I'm like, I literally was like, what kind of a name is that? What the hell does that even mean? It's like clavicle and testicular. What the fuck is even that? Who thought up that name? Hey man, your PR team needs to think of a better name. So then you had this whole, he got mogged. ASU frat leader. He went down to Arizona and the frat leader mogged him. He's frame mogging him. All this like newspeak too is just like mog, I feel like kind of works. I like mog. Jester is never going to work. And just adding maxing on the end of things is retarded. You can use it sparsely here and there. You can make your, but just to add maxing onto everything. I'm hunger maxing right now, guys. I'm stream maxing right now. I'm schizo maxing. that one works. That one's kind of funny. So people are saying this guy looks like Peter Thiel. Kind of does. Like this. Maybe. It's literally lab-grown Peter Thiel. Maybe he grew him in a vat somewhere. He's maxing. Yes, I am maxing tonight. I'm Friday night maxing. It's almost like it's easier than ever to be famous. If you just like put these people up there and just the algorithm does the rest. And the algorithm is also being tweaked by, these people, the technocrats.
XCC calls out Clavicular for botting and being an industry plant. Bro, like, I feel like people think I'm more, like, 0 to 100 than I am. I was very big on TikTok. I think I had 550K on TikTok before I actually had that one collab with Cheezer that actually, like, got me into streaming. So I was still pretty big and pretty well known. I had some pretty... viral moments like the.
No, you didn't, bro. You had you had zero virality before this bullshit. X is right. This is like a psyop at some point, and they're literally it's culture creation. That's what this is. Culture creation and creating internet personalities to go out there and shill their bullshit ass talking points of transhumanism or whatever the hell it is.
It's to take over 10 hours for the stream marathon, so I'm gonna try to work some of that in.
Look, he's literally like injecting himself with shit.
Man, already donated 500 and 100 gifted subs. What the fuck? Crazy. P, send. Wait, what? WP? Yeah, put on Pushin P his song. Actually, I don't know how to connect the.
Pushin P.
The whatever. So I'm gonna throw some.
Is that Peter Thiel's song? His favorite song, Pushin P.
30 mg.
There are people speculating that P, this person donating, they're donate maxing to Clavicular. They think that they're suspecting that could be Peter Thiel himself. Bro is gay maxing for a billionaire gooner, dude, for real. Oh gosh, oh my gosh, I can't. You cannot scroll down on X, man. Just like you can never swipe over on somebody's phone when they show you a picture. You cannot scroll down on X.
That streamer that like takes math and looks maxes, Clavicular.
Yeah.
Peter Thiel slid right in there.
What? Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he slid. Oh, yeah. He was invited to a party hosted by billionaire Peter Thiel, the co-founder of
dude, they lit that dude off.
Oh wow!
They just got in them guts.
I'm telling you, dude. I think that the Miami 7. I don't know that they're all closeted gay men, but some of them must be.
There's been some man action.
Extremely repressed homosexuality, and I think that's sad.
I think they should be the queens they want to be.
100%.
I just think this guy from the get-go was just grown in a lab. He was pushed to the forefront, and he's going to be the new poster child for transhumanism. Yeah, and then they're kind of fusing in the Nick Fuentes speak to Wang half. Feels like defamation, low key. He's doing so much for Peter's transhumanism agenda. Yeah. The implementation, the kind of combination, cybernetics. We were already kind of pushing that. First it was, fake breasts, and then it was like transgender, and then it was like BBLs, and then now the next thing is going to be just injecting yourself with all kinds of shit. We're going to have to frame log all my coworkers. It's like inching along. What's the next personality, the next component of culture creation going to look like? What are they going to be? I guess they'll have the chips in their brain. I guess they'll have the computer, the phone implemented into their hand. I mean, is this not just gearing us towards some sort of Mark of the Beast thing where it's like, it's softening the blow for when that comes, where they're going to inject you with some sort of ID, some sort of verification, CBDC, I don't even know.
And that's why I'm a little bit late. I told you I was going to do the show at 9:30. I wound up going live at like 10:30. And that's because I was watching Clavicular stream. And the reason being is because he was conspicuously released from prison in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Charges dropped. And then all of a sudden, he's on this flight to New York City for this Milady rave party. And I'll tell you.
So he gets pinched in Arizona and is facing felonies. That's a prime time for somebody like a billionaire like Peter Thiel to pull connections, to pay off the font, whatever it is, to get him out on bail. I don't even know but that's the prime time for somebody to pinch you and say, listen, dude, if you want freedom, if you want to not have to face these charges, go to my party. I've been trying to get you to go to my parties for the last 3 months. I'll bail you out of jail. All this stuff is like, you see these pockets, these disparate pockets of things going on the internet. And these guys also, the Remilia people, they're like groypers, right? They have all their avatars are the same. It's like a meme war, right? It is like literally the meme war on the internet. Is still raging on. You have all these disparate pockets of people who lend to them, might not outright support them, or might not outright say they support them, but they're lending to them. They're providing backing, they're providing cover, they're sweeping for them, whatever. They're going to their parties behind the scenes. And it's like, I'm trying to see the whole picture here and what's going on. But I feel like it's going to culminate, and maybe it's just the 2020 election, maybe it's political power, but I feel like it's more than that. I feel like it's cultural power, right? It's cultural power, and it's propaganda, and it's changing the minds of people. Like I said with Clavicular, just putting that guy out there as somebody who's like, he's softening the blow of transhumanism and taking steroids and injecting yourself and physically altering your appearance to that degree. And he's just pushing the bounds of this thing. This is the schizo talking. I feel like that's for a purpose, to inch us towards this type of a future. And it's all kind of boiling in the background. And it's not until it actually takes hold of society that a lot of the normies will actually see it in front of them and go, whoa. And then they're already like accepting it because it's just what it is. Similarly with how meme magic kind of proliferated the neo-reactionary movement, and with the Groypers and with Nick Fuentes and all these, like, they're again a separate network, a separate entity. They all kind of pooled together to get Trump elected. We're seeing, I think, that emerging, or has already emerged, with JD Vance, because you have like the BAP sphere, Passage Press, and all this, a captive dreamer type people. And then now I think the Remilia people are also connected to that. And I think they're also pushing the transhumanist technocratic future. And if Nick is going to be against that, I'm for it. I'm down with it. I think that's the right move. I don't think I want JD Vance. I don't think I want anything to do with that technocratic NWO control. Fuck that, dude.
Dropped. He was facing 8 years in prison. All of a sudden, no legal problems. And just as quickly, he's on a jet to New York for this party. And he's in the New York fashion show, and then he's going to this after party. And the after party is hosted by Remilia Corporation, which created this NFT called Milady. Now, you don't need to know all the details. All you need to know is it's a Thiel adjacent project. It is a Peter Thiel adjacent project. You have this scene in New York City, and they're all pretending to be fashion people and artists and filmmakers and things like that. But really, it's all heavily subsidized by Peter Thiel and his cronies. And they're all pro-Vance, and they were all pro-Trump, and they're all pretending to be artists. And this is supposed to be kind of like a cultural offensive. They're like supposed to be the cultural vanguard of the Peter Thiel political project. Heavy overlap with cryptocurrency and Ethereum, overlap with Curtis Yarvin's operating system, overlap with all those different projects that are going on, Sovereign House and Passover Press and all this kind of stuff. And anyway, they all hang out. And this is where Clavicular is going. He's going into the belly of
He
the
fits
beast.
right in
This
that
Peter
group.
Thiel art collective wannabe tech scene in New York, and he's popping up there, and it's very random, and everybody's kind of wondering, what is he doing there? And is this in any way connected to his invitation to the Peter Thiel party, or the fact that he was just sprung from jail? Because he gets sprung from jail, and now he's at this party, and these guys are not particularly famous. They got a little bit of money, a little bit of Zort, so maybe they got paid, you know, who knows? But the timing was a little weird. So he pops up at the party, and I saw all these people tweeting about it. They were saying, oh my gosh, Clavicular's going to our party. Clavicular's going to be at the Milady rave. We're so back. They said a year ago, Milady had no cultural relevance, total L, you know, just no motion at all. They said, wow, we turned it all around. We're winning. Clavicular's going to be at our party. And I was just watching the stream. He pulls up to the party. He's there for 30 seconds. Everybody there is a total freak. It's like a freak show. Rizless chuds coming up, trying to shill their NFT. The manager comes up and tries to kick him out. She gets fucking mogged. She gets literally mogged to death. She falls apart into a million pieces. They tell him he can't film. He turns around and leaves after 10 minutes. And I know a lot of people don't really know what that is, and maybe they don't really know the significance, but for the people that do know, so delicious. Actually delicious. And this is just a little piece of advice, okay? This is a little reminder to everybody in Dime Square. This is a little reminder. Here's a little piece of advice for everybody in that scene. You are not cool. You are fucking lame. Your entire scene is lame. You suck, and you are nothing. And you will never, ever compare to the Groypers. You will never have the same or even remotely close to the same level of cultural relevance and motion and effortless authenticity and aura as the Groypers, because you are nothing, because you are fake, you are Jewish, you are propped up by fucking weird defense tech money. Fuck you and your party that I wasn't even invited to. You just got mogged to death. You just got frame mogged. So I saw that. I was like, dude, me magic. As always, nigga, as always. So good. Because I saw that and I was like, wow, he's pulling up to the party. I was like, this sucks. I was like, now all these shit-eating Dime Square posers are going to get to act like big shots for a night. Oh, Clavicular came to our party. Oh, we're cool or whatever. Guys, it's so Jewish, it's not even funny. Like, if you knew, I mean, I would spend time explaining it, but it's niche, and I don't really feel like it, but just trust me when I tell you, it's so Jewish. I'll give you an example. Last year, when Trump was inaugurated, when this big Jewish shit show began, at Trump's inauguration, Milady, the same group, hosted an after party for the inauguration. And what did they call it? I think they called it like the Golden Age Ball, or I don't know, something really gay. And they had this like big party in DC, and all these people were there. And dude, there were like a dozen people in kippahs at that party. There was like some Mossad chief. There were rabbis. Laura Loomer was there. It is the most Jewish shit you have ever seen in your life. And they all think they're so cool. And it's like, you're not cool. You're fucking Jewish. And anyway, so I was kind of like, I saw he was going to be at the party. I was like, son of a bitch. Like, but no. Wang halves are undefeated. They just got mogged.
So now it's like when he's talking like this, it seems like there's actually it seems like there's jockeying for this guy who's rising the ranks of streamer fame. And it's like, which side are you going to be on? This is why Nick is hanging out with him. This is why his group is hanging out. All these streamers are hanging out with him because they're trying to get him on their side, and Peter's trying to get him on his side and say, who are you gonna shill for? Which side are you going to be on? And maybe this, like I said, it's all gearing towards the 2028 election. If Steve Bannon comes out to run against JD Vance, who has the more cultural mimetic cachet. I think this is part of that, building into that. If Clavicular comes out and, you know, he's jumping on the side of the Wang halves, he might go, oh, I'm going to be on Steve Bannon's side. But they wanted him. They wanted him. The Remilio Milady freaks. They wanted him on their side because we're for JD Vance. So this is Clav pulling up to the party. This guy comes up, creepy ass dude. He reminds you of something out of freaking David Lynch. Comes up and starts telling him and explaining to him about the NFTs in Remilia.
Yeah.
So Remilia, you don't know Remilia, right? You didn't know it?
No.
So
I'm not from here.
They created a bunch of NFTs that did really well, and they created a cult token on Ethereum.
Cult
and did really well.
token?
They're now in an art collective. So they launched this line with Elena. So this is one of our NFTs that became super popular. It's a Milady.
Okay.
They asked, will you use this when he streams?
Well,
will you show this when you stream? I don't want to put you in a weird, whatever you decide, I don't care.
It's just, that's a tough
don't
one.
know what it is.
Yeah, I just I don't know what it is. Yeah. I'm just going to defer you to Mitchell on that one.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do something. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Bro, I don't know what the fuck. Yo, chat, what the fuck? All right, bro.
He's like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah.
So Remilia.
Caught in between. Caught in between. There, this guy just straight up comes up. Hey, welcoming committee. Hey, you want to hold this weird little doll when you stream? Do I want to hold this doll when I stream? How about I shove it up your ass? How about that? Can you step away from me, please? Can you step back, please? I don't want to be seen on camera with you. You're old and you smell bad. And no, I will not hold your weird, freaky voodoo doll. Fuck that. Well, good on that, because I think this shit is whack. The transhumanist technocrat agenda, that shit, man, get away from that shit. But the thing is like his image, he fits right into that. So it's like, man, I don't even know. They're like techno progressive, this group. They're like transgender, weird art hoes and doing drugs, and they're all zooted out of their mind. They're very Jewish. He's right. They're very Jewish. Just the flavor of it, you can just taste it. You can just taste the bagels. These right-wing progressives are arguably even more insufferable because they're trying to placate to you. They're trying to placate to the Christian conservative crowd, like Peter Thiel does. Oh yes, I'm a Christian. With my gay husband, I am a Christian. Because like honestly, that's even more disgusting because then they're taking Christian sensibilities and Christian morality and all these things, and they're twisting it and contorting it and making it Kabbalistic and Jewish. And it's just it's even more disgusting than if you were just outright atheistic heathen. I prefer that. I prefer that flavor of progressivism than this shit. You know, Nick was like, oh, he was there for 30 seconds. It's like, I think he was there for a little bit longer because then he ended up getting pictures with the people there too. And then he gets into a fight with somebody there. And ultimately, it's like, okay. Then you get this guy. These are the people. These are the people at this rave. These are the type of people. Yeah, dude, that guy had some weird energy to him. But it's like, okay, he was a little more than just 30 seconds, Nick. Okay. I know he's got a sweep for this dude. I know he's trying to win him over. I understand that. There's kind of this jockeying here that seems to be happening, but it's like, let's be honest. He was in it. He was in there.
Okay, amazing. Nice to meet you. All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Everything was great. Fantastic. You guys were awesome.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. We'll talk soon. All right. Hell yeah, man.
Have you met Charlie yet?
Charlie, no.
He's the founder of Remilia. And Milady,
Sorry, what is
Remilia?
What is that?
Milady.
What is that? It's some stupid internet crap?
Oh, this is Remilia.
He is the head of Remilia.
I'm not. He's the founder.
Okay.
So this is Charlie,
Hi,
Clavicular.
Nice to meet you. Clav. How's it going, man? So, this is an amazing bar, man. You know? Okay, amazing.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Totally just like irrelevant. He comes in there and he meets with the creator of this NFT. So again, a little more than just 30 seconds and he leaves. This is them on X. And this is the stupid little fucking profile pic that all these people run. Everybody has like God superiority complexes, man. Everybody thinks they're so fucking smart all the time. Like, It's so honestly, these people are so insufferable. It's unreal. Clavicular in 10 years, yeah.
What are you guys into? What do you do?
We're tech.
Every day.
That's all going away.
This becomes more and more relevant. Every day.
Currency, everything. We're gonna flip into a new society.
What do you do?
I'm outside of space and time.
What are you guys into?
This is literally what these people are like. It's crazy.